So if you're watching this and you don't have any kids yet, as an entrepreneur, in terms of business, right, you have a huge advantage, right? It's not enough to just do your work and hopefully you'll grow. You can do a lot more than you actually believe. It's so funny, like I've been an entrepreneur since age 16, right? I'm currently 35 right now, so I've been around the block for quite a while. And for the longest time, I had no clue about the advantage I had over a lot of other entrepreneurs and a lot of other business owners, which actually lost about 2 years ago. And I say lost, it sounds like a negative thing. It's not, right? And this is all about being a founder, being a CEO, being an entrepreneur, and also having kids. So about 2 years ago, just as COVID started happening, I got my first daughter. She's currently 2 years old, and I got another son a couple months, 3 months ago right now. I love them to death. I want to spend as much time as possible. But at the same time, I've got my business as well, and I want to reach goals, and I'm setting goals, and I've got a team to take care, to look after, and I've got tens of thousands of customers, like all that. There's certain rules or certain things I had to implement into my life to make sure that would actually happen. And I think the very first thing, it's about having very specific goals. And it's always easy to set goals. I've always set goals as well in the past, like, for my business. But what I now have to do as well is, like, my goal is not just to grow my business. Also, one of my goals is to be an absolute freaking fantastic dad, right? And that's important to me because, like, if I wouldn't do it, if all of my main goal that I'm reminding myself on a daily and a weekly basis is all about business, then I would naturally start to spend less time with my family, right? So I think that's the very first thing, like, be very clear what is important to you. And then to make sure that actually happens is what is important for me is to I have a very strict schedule. Like I'm ruthless in that, to be honest. Like I'll have time where I'm working, like my door is shut, my kids are away, like I'm working. I also have time where I'm with my kids or my family. Unless something would really be on fire, my team wouldn't be able to reach me. I'm with my kids. And actually schedule time in for that. Like Friday morning is my kids' playtime. But of course I realize that if your output, your income or your revenue is still based on your time, and that is the third thing I want to share with you. Like you'll need to break away your time versus the output. Like your output should not come from your time. So if you're currently selling your time as like a consultant or anything like that makes it hard because you would always be in that conflict in that sense, right? So ideally you would productize whatever you have, right? Like in my business, I run a SaaS business. If you haven't checked it out, it's called upviral.com, where we help businesses get a bigger audience on your email list using viral marketing. It's really, really cool. Go check it out, upviral.com. And obviously it doesn't have to be a SaaS, but it does have to be something that's not tied to your time. Because when you have done that, when you have a product or service that is not tied to your time, then you can start building a team and getting help around it, right? Which is obviously crucial as well, especially if you want to get more freedom. But then when you get that team in place, the first thing you need to do is to just allow mistakes to happen. And this goes back to the very first goal. If my pure 100% only goal in life would be to make the business as big as possible, I would 100% have a bigger business right now. I would 100% grow it faster than I'm currently doing. However, I am okay with slightly less than that, simply because I also have other goals like being a great family man, like being an awesome dad. And because of that, I find it easier to accept mistakes being made. For example, by the team, I have to let go of certain things because I know, like, I have the option to either do it myself, right, which would pull me away from my kids and family, or I need to let them do it. They make some mistakes, but they'll learn as they go as well. It might take a little bit longer, but that is fine because that gives me the freedom as well. And obviously, everyone's different, right? Like I've got friends who run successful businesses and they blend in all their time together. Like they work with family and it's all one blend. Like they'll be working in the evening, but they'll be having free time during the day, whatever works for you. But I'm just saying that for me, I need to be ruthless in my time. I have work time, I go really hard on work. I have family time, I just focus on family, and obviously other goals in life as well, like exercise and stuff like that, whatever is important to you. From all the things I've learned to balance, I would say, life with business, it's really to have that clear, defined lines, which also help other people around you as well. Like, for example, my kids, they know when I'm at work, right? Or at least my youngest one is 3 months, so he has no clue. But my oldest, she knows, like, hey, daddy's working right now, awesome. And that's okay. She doesn't bother me but like, she wouldn't come around. And she also knows, like, when I'm there, right? I'm not like multitasking. I'm with her in the moment, playing, enjoying, doing whatever she wants to do, right? So that is what I want to share with all of you again. And if you don't have any kids, you have no clue how much of an advantage you have in terms of getting your business off the ground, because that just requires hard work. Take that time to build up as much as possible, build that foundation, build that team, create that freedom to, spend time with the family later on as well. All right, cut, we're done here, let's wrap it up. Oh, well, sorry, you're still there. Well, in that case, thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe to my channel where I share marketing tips, tricks, and strategies that will help you grow your business faster. So you can click on the subscribe button right now, or check out the next video. Either way, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.